Welcome back to ABC News Live Reports. We take you now to the Middle East, where the deadly strikes continue in Gaza. The Hamas-run Gaza media office says that at least 300 Palestinians have been killed by Israeli forces in a series of attacks over the past 48 hours. This comes as Hamas is expected to respond to a proposal for a 60-day ceasefire with Israel. An Israeli official tells ABC News that Israel expects a response from Hamas within the next 24 hours. ABC News' Inez de la Catera joins me now for more on this. And the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation is now denying, Inez, reports that contractors are using live ammunition and stun grenades on people near aid sites. What more can you tell us about that?
That's right, Alex. Yeah, so the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, of course, is that U.S.-backed group that was set up to essentially manage aid distribution, food distribution in Gaza. It's quite a controversial group, and the Associated Press recently published a report citing two contractors who spoke to them anonymously. They also say they obtained videos that show that contractors there for the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation have been using live ammunition and stun grenades on civilians in Gaza. They say that these two contractors came forward because they were disturbed by these practices, that they're saying that the people being hired by this foundation are unqualified and unvetted. The Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, though, is harshly rejecting all of this. They put out a statement saying that they immediately launched an immediate investigation when the AP first brought these allegations to our attention. They say, based on time-stamped video footage and sworn witness statements, we have concluded that the claims in the AP story are categorically false. At no point were civilians under fire at GHF distribution sites. But we should point out, Alex, that this is an organization that has, again, been controversial. There have been a number of humanitarian organizations that have called for this foundation to wind down its operations in Gaza. Groups like Amnesty International, for instance, pointing to the fact that in the last 4 weeks, more than 500 Palestinians in Gaza have been killed trying to access food in Gaza.
Well, and Inez, what more do we know about this ceasefire deal?
Yeah, so that's the other big thing to watch here. So this is a 60-day ceasefire proposal that has been mediated by President Trump and the U.S. We found out from President Trump that the Israelis had accepted this proposal, and we are now waiting to see what Hamas does. The big headline there is that Hamas has said it is studying the proposal, and we do expect, according to an Israeli official, that we'll get a response from them in the next 24 hours. The big sticking point, though, is negotiating an end to the war. Hamas has repeatedly said it wants any proposal to include essentially a plan for how to end the war in Gaza. So far, none of the proposals have included that. We heard that again from Hamas, in recent days, saying they want the IDF to withdraw from Gaza. They want a clear plan for an end to the war, while the Israelis are saying that Hamas must be eliminated. So clearly, two things at odds there. We'll have to wait and see. The U.S. certainly pushing for that deal to get done, so hostages can be released, so Palestinian prisoners can also be exchanged. But we are hoping for that response in the next 24 hours, Alex.
All right, Inez de la Catera, thank you.